And I'm back for another quick video. This is your man Warrior, and I just wanted to go and show you the B2 briefly. I'll do an actual character review on B2, but you can see on my shard a lot of people have Obi-Wan as their lead, and because of that, you really need to be able to apply evasion down or buff immunities for their tanks. So that way their tanks can't taunt. And so I've added B2, and I think it's a great addition. Now, I do have a tip of the day. The tip of the day is if your team is doing raids, and your team may take 5 days to do a raid, and they may take 5 minutes to do a raid. It really depends on the team and the strength and all of that. Now, our team can do a tier 7 raid in less than 15 minutes. And so we kind of do what's called a blitz. We will wait for a period of time and then blitz it, and everybody just does their very best. And you come out either on top or bottom. It's just how it works. Because it only takes us, 10 minutes to do a raid. Well, if you are not available for that 10-minute window and that happens, or let's just say you're in another league and you're doing a T5 raid, and it takes 2 days to do it. You don't get any rewards if you don't participate. So the way to do, and we do what's called a 0 damage raid. And so this is just putting us on the board for rewards. So that way we get something if we're not available for the raid. And if you're playing for a couple of days and you've got one crappy 5-star to do a 5-star raid and you're like, I can't even compete in the 5-star, don't give up, because what you can do is go battle, take out, well, if you don't have any characters, just use the one character that you have. For example, I've got this really cruddy character, and then hit battle. Gives you a warning. It says, you're going to lose out. You're going to die, which is okay. And then this person's going to die without them ever being able to apply any damage to these characters. So watch. It'll be a one-hit wonder. Whap. Dead. So there, I got a defeat, and I got a 0 on damage dealt. 0 damage dealt. And the reason for this is twofold. One, now I'm registered for rewards. So even if I am not available for the raid, there I am, Warrior in, I'm not available for the raid, I still get rewards because there's only 50 in this team, and I'm going to get the 41 plus reward because I tagged myself in this raid. So even though we've opened the raid, we're not blitzing yet. We're going to do that tomorrow. But I'll get, at minimum, these rewards. 640 of those tokens, 200K of the credits, a box. Now, the pit prize box for a tier 7 raid is great. There's fully crafted gear. There's a bunch of really great, you can see I need over half of this stuff. And so even the worst case scenario on a tier 7 is great. But if your team's doing tier 5 or tier 4 or tier 6, whatever it is, and you only have a couple characters and you do it and you get like 20,000 or 40,000 damage and you just feel like this is worthless, don't, because even if you get the worst case scenario, reward, by doing 0 damage, you're still getting something reward-wise. So you don't want to give that up. So anyway, I'm just going to do a really quick one. I'm not putting this to music or anything like that. I just wanted to show you the evasion. And so of these two teams, actually, Kron and Wix are both about the same in power, 34, 300, 34, 200. So we can do either one of them. Neither one has a double tank, so we'll just do Wix. And this is my new B2 I just added to it. It actually dropped my overall arena power down, which is fine. He's a pretty good tank. I changed my 5s out for him. He just seems more usable than 5s when it comes to this. So we'll just go ahead and take out their DPS units first. And that's gone. Oh, a dodge. So there we go. This is exactly why I have the B2 on here. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my AoE. And of course, she had evasion up, or foresight up, which prevents her from getting hit. But you can see now the tank, the only tank they have, has buff immunity, which means he can't be triggered for the taunt. So he can't taunt, and he didn't get his defense up when he applied defense up. And now this is going to give her a negative status effect, so this is pretty cool. She's got negative, well, that's not the right one, if I can get it to trigger. And my fingers are too fat to, oh well. Anyway, it put evasion down. Let's go ahead and take her positive status effect off. Now, she is a very terrible hitter when she has negative status effects on her, so we'll just go ahead and not worry too much about her. We'll just take all their positive status effects away. And we did buff immunity. Let's clear all mine. And let's go ahead and go back to finishing her off. Oh, he re-triggered. That's hilarious. Now, this is another reason why I like Sunfac. Although I'll tell you, Sunfac just got stunned, which is kind of a lucky hit. He definitely makes it where it's a moot point. You don't need tanks anymore. The tanks that the other opponents have really are worthless. They don't do a whole lot. And the only one that's really taking any damage on my team, of course, is my Rey. And now she's got foresight, so she won't be hit the next time they try. Let's just go ahead and mow them all down, do some buff immunity. I got 1 buff immunity, that's good. Now if I auto-battle this, it traditionally goes a whole lot faster. Add a negative status effect. And let's go ahead, I'm just going to go ahead and set this to auto battle. This is how I traditionally do it, as I auto battle it. It takes about 1 minute to take out the other team. Earlier I was auto battling and didn't select characters, so it ended up taking out Obi-Wan first. They all got super buffed. It still took about a minute. But the evasion down is very nice. I love his evasion down ability, which is funny, he dodged the evasion down ability. But his basic definitely, so his Obi-Wan's pretty high up there to prevent the evasion down. Now he's got a buff immunity, that's nice. And he's got critical chance down. And he's over. So Rey ended up staying in. But anyway, the B2 is awesome. I probably need to get his potency up a little bit higher, so that way he's getting that evasion down. But I wanted to showcase his evasion down a little bit. He got it off a little more. I think his buff immunity worked a whole lot better for this, as far as showcasing his buff immunity. But that's nice for tanks, to prevent the tanks from being able to trigger their taunt. And yeah, I will do a B2 battle droid video here shortly, so you guys can kind of see what he's all about, because he is now farmable for anyone in the Cantina battles. So as always, if you like the video, like, subscribe, leave comments down below, and as always, keep your gaming on. Warrior out.